What's the most annoying boss for me on Huntress? I don't know. There's probably an obvious answer, but it doesn't come right to my head. I mean, Vagrants definitely suck. A little more because of the range that you have to maintain, but like, I'd rather be closer to the Vagrants than to like a Dune Strider, probably. Yeah, any boss without enemies around does suck as well. Glaive is just so good. And I really wonder what they'll do for an alternate second skill. Like, how do you replace the glaive? It's one thing Huntress could be better at, attacking at any range. I think that just letting Huntress have, like, your same attacks. Like, if you could aim your attacks when you're too far from an enemy, I don't think that'd be, like, a bad thing. She would be really strong, though, I guess, so maybe it would be a bad thing. Could just have a big damage drop-off outside of the auto-aim range, right? Because, I mean, it's definitely true that Huntress's balancing factor is... Oh, right, I have Arrow Rain. Is having big damage, no health, and short range. But, like, right now, I can't attack any of that. Unless I have Arrow Rain available, which I don't. So even if it were, like, half damage, I would, like, happily take anything that allowed me to attack them from a distance. Half damage and no auto aim, no problem. Yeah, Huntress has really good damage. Your basic attack does, like, a lot. 150, but I think she has, like, a lot more. Because you're 3-shotting most regular enemies. I'm sure your kill times are similar to other characters at the start of the game. But if you start getting a lot of attack speed, you really notice that you can do a lot. Yeah, Glaive is great. I mean, Glaive, how much does that do? 250? And increased damage per bounce. That's a lot. Well, not having fall damage is cool. I don't think I want that, but I don't know. I'll think about it. It does fix the range concern for your basic attack. And they explode for what? 1 something. So I mean, I guess that might be a lot more overall damage. Yeah, no sprinting and basic attacking. But like, when I'm in actual situations, I tend to avoid sprinting. Because it's like practically impossible to aim. Like to keep your target locked, basically. And that's because you can't sprint any direction except forward and like a little bit diagonal, you know? I can't look sideways and be sprinting this way. So it's not really all that useful to be able to shoot while sprinting. That's kind of like, dang it, I'm out of money. Yeah, this is 4-player. Yes. I do not need to get to the teleporter soon. I promise you that. So anyway, as I've thought about it, maybe Visions is good. I think I'd give it a try at least, right? Because I think that rather than, or well, okay, not rather than, but in addition to being able to shoot while sprinting, I think that Hunters should be able to sprint in all directions. So, we'll give it a go. It might not be good. But it really might not matter. Oh, let's see how much it is. 120? Okay. So I've got 12 shots that do 120. Which is like 40%. And recharges in 2.5 seconds. Yeah, pretty sure that would be 120 per projectile. I'm thinking that the 120 is the detonation's damage. Like, yes, the language they used is a little ambiguous about it, but I'm pretty sure it means the detonation itself is 120%. I think 120 for a whole volley would be very bad, yeah. So I'm gonna assume that I do 1440% every like 3 seconds. Conveniently, 1440 is a multiple of 3. So what the number is that you multiply by 3, I don't remember. I'll have to think about it, or someone will tell me. But anyway, comparing the DPS to my regular basic attack, I'm thinking it's still a win. That's what I'm thinking. 480, so 480 DPS approximately. I didn't hit the thing. I was holding use, but it didn't hit. And I don't know the base attack speed of the regular arrow attack, but it's 150%. And you would have to be able to shoot 3 per second, and I don't think you do. And you would, like, actually you'd have to be able to shoot 4 per second, because 3 would just be 450 technically. So I think that without any attack speed, you just win as far as DPS is concerned, using visions instead. And of course, it gives you a ranged option. Well, Corpse Bloom gets worse if you have one of them. That's different. But yeah, I think that generally you don't want more visions. Some people say they like 2, but I don't know. But again, that is assuming that it's 120 per detonation rather than 120 per burst. If it's 120 per burst, that's like probably terrible, and the fact that this doesn't feel terrible means that I'm inclined to think it's 120 per detonation. More just gives you, you know, the same number of projectiles in addition, but doubles the cooldown, or adds 2 seconds to the cooldown. It's not double. But I can't really imagine wanting, you know, that. Yeah, I believe it is just 2 seconds. Yeah, plus 2 seconds per stack. So 12 charges, 2 extra seconds, each one. Wow, that's expensive. I'm gonna not. Yeah, things that proc based on it will be based on 30% less damage. So that's your trade-off, I guess. And I don't know how that, you know, I'm not going to do that math. That math is a little more complicated. I don't know if the initial stick procs. It might. The initial stick does like nothing though. It is still a little bit more damage, but it is genuinely like 1 to 5. So damage, not like, not useful or worth really considering too much. It's true, selfie hour never ends. Teleporter's over here. All right, well, I'll come back. Did I start back here? Yeah, I totally did. Okay. I missed. Okay, I didn't go back here yet. But there's nothing back here. Okay. See, I was just talking yesterday about how I'd never really see Dio anymore. And then I got Dio yesterday, and I got a Dio now. Respect the Dio, dude. I have a lot of fear of that enemy, considering it just killed me. Why is there another one? Stop. Bobo, thank you for the 40 months with Prime. Holy moly. Thank you so much for keeping the free sub on me so long. I have fear. Anyway, appreciate you. No, stop, don't. Sure, never enough teddy bears. Oh my goodness. Could you be anywhere but there? Anywhere but near me? Anywhere but in the range of seeing me? Regular pearl. If it were in a radiant pearl, I would have probably gotten rid of my visions. All right, well, I'll worry about you later, friend. Not really friend, but too nice for my own good. What? Like, okay, cool. Why am I opening that? I have no need for another Prion accumulator. I didn't listen, I just activated the Prion of my own braining. My brain was like, time to Prion them, and then I did. What? I'll take a random. Oh, that's my friend. Sorry for trying to shoot you, my friend. What? Oh. What scaling is this for? Bro. That was big damage. Oh, you were bad. Sorry, you're not allowed to continue. Okay, cool. Wow, I'm like fast right now, I guess. I'll be right here. I'll be right here. Is that part of the boss? It's not. I'll be right here. This time I'll be right here. Oh my goodness. All right, thank you. I think they did learn. Probably right. Could you not? Thanks. I think I win. That was a close one. I like how this run I haven't really used arrow rain at all, so I could have had the ballista. Ah, Mundo Nut. Ah, that's a good level. That's my friend. What? You're attacking a corpse, dude. I mean, I always like having a scythe. So I would probably just take one scythe. Missiles are really good. I don't know. I don't 3D print very often. You might even, you know, take none. I don't think that one's too important. I'm getting sidetracked. This is like going to be the least optimal path that anyone has ever taken. You know what? The like initial shots can stun, so that's actually really good. Now that we've hit 3 charges, the rest will go really fast. This is 55. Okay, 55 is not that crazy. But it's like a good amount. Looking for an alien head again. That's the real dream. Yes, Behemoth would make the initial hits explode, but I feel like 60% of one, like I don't even know if it'll do 1 damage again, assuming they do 1. If they do 2 damage, yeah, I guess it'll do 1. Like, I don't know if this game has fractional damage, right? I've also had an alien head printer once. It was very silly. I got like 19 of them. That was a, you know, pretty good plan. Okay, alright, never mind that one. Ah, no fall damage is wonderful. Oh. It'd be wonderful to get an alien head right now. Like, for all the reds I did get, none were alien head. Frost Relic is your bet for the next level. All right, friend. No, Visions has the same homing for Huntress. It's not super strong. It's a complete replacement rather than any kind of augmentation. Doomba's gonna do a lot of work if I take it. Maybe I skip Doomba. Maybe I should turn off the Doomba. Okay. Doomba is quite strong. Especially in high scaling, because you get a lot more kills. So it's like always active. It's always ready to go. Rather than only sometimes ready to go. What's a Doomba? It charges on kills and it does a ton of damage. I think the way that it works is you get kills and that gives it a certain amount of like percentage chance to activate, and that decays, you know, some amount every second. And then it, you know, does it. When you always have lots of kills, it activates a lot. And it really does do a lot of damage. Oh. They're gonna teleport. Yeah, I knew that shot would be bad. But you know what? I have 5 more. Screw them. No, it's genuinely a very great item. Thank you, Overloaded Necro, for the $1. It says, "Get Doomba, nerd." I've been called out, you know? When I had it yesterday, it just didn't let me play the game. And I have a lot of proc items that would, you know, potentially do big kill damage to huge crowds. I already do pretty well, you know? Yeah, but the money. It's okay, you don't gotta take it. That's all I needed to hear. Dang, it's the wrong level. Wow. Six glaives, I got through about half of that imp's health. Pretty solid. Heresy auto aims is everyone. It's not stronger auto aim for Huntress. I fear you. Yeah, this red item, I bet this one will be whatever it was that you predicted before. Definitely. I really want an alien head, though. Like, that's what I want. That scares me. Yeah, alien head should work on visions. And, you know, strides. Like, they're just skills, so any skills should be affected by alien head. Oh, okay, sure. That's fine, too. Well, I mean, that's the wonder of RNG. Just because I play a lot of this game, more than many normal people, and I don't have them, some people with, you know, less than a quarter of my hours find them, you know, first try. But I do think that it would be good for them to change the system such that every visit, like, even if it's not every visit, even if it's every time you clear the level without finding one, like, you know, you survive, the chance goes up by a very small amount. That would be good. That would, like, there's no reason not to have that change. That was an alien head, unfortunately. No, I didn't do the void planes. This is 4-player scaling. I, as one person, am doing everything that is meant to be done by 4 people at the same time. Takes longer. Okay, I need to stop taking wisps. Yeah, I found a purple filter in a chest. Okay, that's a lot of dudes. Fortunately, the timer in this game does not matter, pretty much. So you don't, like, the fact that I took a long time to get here means nothing. You it doesn't affect the run in any way. We got all those. We're good. This might have an open thing. Yep, gotta go through the cave. How does money work? So normally, money works very badly. Because, as you know, in co-op, everyone gets less money, totaling up to the amount of money that a single player would get. I have another mod that just shares the entire lobby's money. So one money count gets the total money that one player would get, and any player in the lobby that spends is taken from the total rather than from their own personal funds. But since I'm the only player, obviously I'm just getting all the money. It's just a lot more playable that way. It's more fun. Otherwise, the higher you put the scaling, the slower you build money. The less of the way more items you can buy that are more expensive. And just overall, the worse experience you have. Yeah, okay, I'll go back down for that in a bit. Okay, this lets me go to space, and I can stomp. What items have been blacklisted? PSG, fireworks, ceremonial dagger, Tesla, and the tome. The tome because it does nothing because of multitudes. Not because of like anything else. It just literally has no actual effect. No, I don't change any item stats. Items all have their normal effects. Like, generally speaking, my goal is to have a harder experience. PSG is the personal shield generator. I only turn it off because people always ask why I do or don't take it. And, like, my reasoning is I don't care. But they're all like, oh, doesn't it break one-shot protection? Doesn't it not break one-shot protection? Is it good now? And the answer is I don't know. And it is easier to just not see it, so people don't ask. There is a mod that allows non-modded clients to join modded client games. And some mods just don't prevent other people from joining without mods. That is not what I would need. All right, cool. So I'll take one of those now. Okay, we're good to go. I hate it. I'm gonna just get away from that. Oh, that's the blazing one. It's a good thing this isn't like, you know, first couple months after release, where, yes, Blazing Titan means you lose. I don't want red whips. I have enough red whips. Put speed? Yeah, that's like what I don't want. How will Sonic feel about this? You're too slow, most likely. But that's okay. I'm okay being too slow. Isn't Red Whip good now? I mean, I already have like 3. I have 1, but like still, I already have like 3. Well, this is unfortunate. I was really hoping for like the thing. Anyway. Yeah, drones don't spawn here. Anyway, I guess I'll have to come back. I don't really want to manage my own active item here. That's annoying. I never spend the time trading items for other items, really. Like using the cauldrons or using printers and stuff. Because it's like super unnecessary. Sometimes it's fun. But when it's fun, it's like, I don't need to do that tactically. And once you loop, all bets are off. Malachites are everywhere. I always get this open. It's crazy. Oh, I'm out of money. I need more enemies. Please fight me. Right, like it's a huge hindrance for a while. And then it's just like I'll trade them away for the first thing I can rather than for something that's fun. Whereas instead I could just trade away my good stuff for something that's fun and have a tougher time, and that's fine. Then I'm living the silly life. And the silly life is the better life. Yeah, Heresy is kind of like Torch Stickies, but like they don't gain damage for having more things stuck or anything like that. It's more like, yeah, the Needler from Halo. That's a closer comparison. Useless stack, pretty much. Genesis loop. Oh. Alright, well, I don't take fall damage, so I don't have any fear of that. Why are you doing me like that? All that item stacks for is cutting the cooldown between like big jumping and being able to stomp in half. So it is now 2.5 seconds after I stomp that I start jumping high and being able to stomp again. It's like so unimportant. Like, it would be nice if it stacked for that and something else in addition, but... oh well, basically. For any one item of a tier run, if you just want to win, the only, like, you only need greens and you only need wisp. Then the idea is you pick some white item that helps you get kills or helps you survive. It doesn't really matter. And you pick some red item that, again, helps you kill or helps you survive. I'd say red item, like, honestly, you might even be fine picking something that doesn't stack very usefully at all. Like, if you pick Shattering Justice, you can get a kill faster. At which point, you will be able to get your Wisp doing its thing. And it doesn't really matter that it only has to help you for one kill, and the fact that it stacks for something useless. Why would you get Wisp and Dagger? Wisp will kill everything just fine. Dagger will just be chilling. Brainstalks is a decent choice for a red item, I think. Clover, depending on what white item you take, is a decent choice. You don't really want to stack the meat hook. That one's not a good stack for the purposes of that run. What other red items are there that are good? Oh. How does Doomba stack? Really, really well. But again, actually, Doomba might be a solid choice because then you get a bunch of kills from the Wisps doing everything, and you don't even have to care. Like, you don't even have to get the next kill because it'll just get the next kill because everything will have died and it will still have charge by the time something else spawns, you know? Behemoth? Behemoth is a decent choice. I mean, it might get a little visually noisy, kind of painful to look at. But if you don't mind that, then, yeah. Meat hook stacks for more than just chance. And 5 would be max chance, you know? But it hooks more enemies, but it just gets less and less damage per enemy as you stack it. So it's like kind of a bad stack. Yeah, Clover might not be, like, a play. I don't know, what... Like, if you get Sticky Bomb, that does stack chance, so you don't have to worry about Clover. You'll get to 100% anyway. Dagger gets to 100%. So you don't need Clover for that. Movement speed might be a decent call, but then you don't want to stack it too much, because then you just lose control. I mean, like, attack speed's an okay play, but attack speed is surprisingly not useful for just getting kills if you have nothing else. I think that healing might be a good pick. Alien head, I want one of those. You know, honestly, that's an okay trade. Let's take another. You know what? This is great. Rejuvenation rack for the red item. That's not a bad call. I think that the healing in that run would become very important because you aren't going to be killing that fast. Of course, once you get a kill, you're great, but like you got to get the kill. So I don't know what the best white item for getting that kill is. But I think that's what you find. That's the one that you look for. Maybe Focus Crystal. Depends on your character, but like that's probably not a bad play. Guillotine was a white item when it came out, but it's not a white item anymore. It was so broken as a white item. I like how I traded two white items when or two red items when I had 3 head stompers and it didn't take one of them. That's funny. Okay, dude. So 2 alien heads is like 43% cooldown, by the way. Just... Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. Crowbar? Maybe. I've never really stacked too many crowbars to see, like, does it actually start feeling useful? Like, I mean, how many does it take for your first hit to be that devastating? Because, of course, you only get 1 hit after you have so many of them. So at what point does that 1 hit become really, really, really good? As opposed to just, like, having good movement and using, oh my goodness, Focus Crystal to its potential, just for an example. Because Crowbar is what? 150 plus 50 per stack? Wow, they buffed that crazily. I didn't realize they buffed it so much. The tonic is a good use item, even without cooldown reduction, but cooldown reduction makes it safe. It's just a really risky play if you don't have a lot of cooldown. All right, let's get it going. Ah, yes, you get 1 use item as well. I guess Capacitor solves that problem. Here I was forgetting that use item was a tier. And I mean, heck, you even get a yellow item, I guess. You get Neural and you're probably just set. lunar item. Gesture. Well, glass would be one thing, but that would just make it less safe, right? The good pearl, though, that's true. You could get a radiant pearl as your one yellow item. That is boss tier. Anyway, one item of each tier is like pretty easy if you want it to be. But I don't know if it's possible to make it interesting. Right? Like taking an entire aspect of the game out, basically. Okay, there's nothing I care about here. I'm strong enough. I'm fast enough. I'm everything enough. Yeah, beads doesn't stack at all, so beads are always good if you want to trade for some pearls. Okay. Yeah, regular pearls, I mean, I don't know. They're probably more useful than they feel. But, I mean, Irradiant pearls you probably just always want, right? Don't use Share Suite for any scaling. Share Suite I only use for money sharing. I turn off everything except money is shared. No, you didn't hear right. Well, here's the thing. As it turns out, also I never got a double jump this run. Anyway, as it turns out, you just ping any given cleansing pool, and it tells you which pearl it's going to spit out on that attempt. So if you ping one and it says a radiant pearl, it'll give you that. So yes, it is only a 4% chance, but you do know each try what you're going to get.